we're in a relationship. I'm like, sweet, how many points talking to? It's talking to his friend. And the embarrassing thing was we're in an eatery, for goodness sake. I sent him a chat. I said, sweet, you are loud. He said, oh, he brought it down, but you know the down was still loud. Then when I now went to his house, I now knew where it was coming from. When you are getting married to someone, you are getting married to the person's socialization process, the person's background. It doesn't go away. It takes time. You can imagine my husband who is talking with his friend. He's not angry. He's that loud. When he's angry, what becomes of me? Because I came from a family where my mom talks, everybody's calm, this. And then when he's talking, I'm like, sweet, you are shouting. He said, no, I'm not shouting. I'm like, what guy, you are shouting? No, I'm not shouting. That's how I talk. Hey. This for real. This is not our skito. For real. I'm like, sweet, you're shouting. No, I'm not shouting. That's how I talk. Don't you know by now that that's how I talk? What can I do? 12 years. I now see his loudness as low. Because when you adapt, you no longer see the weaknesses. And when you don't see the weaknesses, the person actually changes gradually. Because acceptance brings patience. So marriage is not a place to stand up for your rights. Number 2, or 1B, under pride-filled opinion, you resist correction. The gang, that's how I am. That's how I am, gang. That's how I am. That's why you don't find who you should marry. That's how I am. That's why your husband gets attracted to you, or your wife gets attracted to you the first 3 years. And then, but from 4th, 5th year, the attraction comes down. Why? Because that's how you are. That's how I am. That's how I am. Gang, that's how I am. That's how I am. They tell you can't apologize. That's how I am. But the day you were giving birth to, there was no placard on your head showing that's how you are. You can't apologize. They even not beat you to even cry. So there was no attitude that came with your childbirth. So what am I trying to say? Every attitude you have displayed, you developed it. It didn't come from your mother's womb. You came to the world free. You developed it. Either by your association with your parents, association with friends, association with what you read, association with what you watch. So there is nothing like when they gave birth to you, the day people came, hey, naming ceremony, there was no placard. I'm dedicating this child, or day of the child. I'm dedicating Abiola. Abiola does not apologize. Abiola does not know. Abiola does not like to be taught. Abiola doesn't like correction. There was nothing like that. It was only your name. So every attitude you have ever displayed is by the reason or by who you have associated or what you have associated with. So when you fail, look at it. Proverbs 12 verse 15, NIV. Proverbs 12 verse 15. The way of fools seems right to them, but the wise listen to advice. So nobody has called you a fool, but you have already displayed foolishness. Proverbs 12 verse 15, NIV. The way of fools, your ways, tells me how foolish you are. Inability to take correction. There are many men that do not receive correction from their wife because it's their wife. It tells me that you are not teachable, and anybody who's not teachable cannot lead effectively. How do you want to teach your partner when you can't be taught? You see some people, before you say one, there was a guy back then. You know, I was like, I said, I don't want to call his name. I'm like, this thing that you're doing is not, you know, I think you should do it like this. I think like this. He said, no. No. Do you know what it is? Do you understand? I will not tell him, you don't see the scripture. Let's do it like that. No. Do you know the revelation I know in scriptures? Insights. And you obviously lack sights. There's a lady that came to meet me. It's not just my case. So he said, Ma, there's this guy I want to marry. He's so nice. I associate with a lot of females, right? This guy I want to marry. The guy is so nice and caring. My God, I'm like, wow. I say, yes, I'm just coming back from where you bought me ice cream. Ice cream that sends school shivers down your spine. And you're not cool with the guy. You don't even know that you haven't cool with him. You know, some people are in a relationship, but the other person is not in a relationship with them. They say, oh, the guy is so caring. So caring. But you know what? When they study, the guy says, oh, I don't have any church I belong to. You know, no pastor can pastor me. Oh, really? They say, yes. They say, oh, you know the rhema. Oh, when this pastor is preaching, that pastor, I went to his church. When he's talking like this, you know, oh, his revelation are stale. You know, he doesn't know. That's not how he should have narrated. That's how he should have interpreted this scripture. Wow. So I told her, I said, listen, you're already on a dangerous path. She said, no, ma, no. There's some people when they come for counseling, they're the counselor. No, man, no, you don't understand. You see, counselors don't understand at that point. Never. He said, man, you don't understand. This guy is caring. Okay. See, when a man knows too much, there's nothing you want to teach him. He comes with I too know. What else does he want to know? And let me tell you something. People who don't have the posture of becoming a student, because you must be a student in marriage, there do you part. If not, you can never have understanding of each other. You can never understand more things. Because why? One person is refusing to be a student. Only one partner is a student. How will two people grow? He doesn't want to learn. I said, listen, it's not only form of sexual appearances you flee from. You flee from a man that cannot be led. Because such a man cannot lead you. The same thing with a lady, not just a man. The way of fools seem right. Every time they tell you, you don't know how to apologize. You know, this is how you should behave. You say, no, that's how you are, that's how you are. That is why you have chased so many suitors your way, because nobody can suit you. Pastor, you're taking my time. It's just your Valentine package. Wisdom is a Valentine gift. So, that's the truth. Anybody that comes to me to that, babe, you need to change from me. No, that's how I am. Really. And that's why you will not be able to grow. The same thing with marriage. Your spouse is always correcting you. Always. You're still making the same mistake. Over time, you lose attraction. Because, listen, it is not okay to be beautiful alone. When you are very beautiful and you're not teachable, you are not attractive. When you are handsome and you are not teachable, you are not attractive, because teachability in itself is very attractive. Very attractive. That was one of the things that drew me to my husband. I remember the first year when in a relationship, you know, and then he invited me for a conference in the city. I traveled down. And that day he was speaking, people were clapping or more. That's why you need to be teachable. People can clap at your revelation. They will never be bold enough to correct you. It's only your spouse that can do that for you. Or the person you are in. That's why you must be open. Because people can hail. You have many hailers. And if you're someone that likes to be hailed, you don't like criticism, you will not grow. Because criticisms, constructive criticisms, will make you grow. My husband, people were hailing, were just you know, you were just, people were hailing. Oh, wow, what, pastor, what? Really was giving the word, but was giving the word in a very bad grammar. Where they're supposed to be easy, we put was, he, she. I say, I say, me seeing this my husband as loud. That's not enough. There's also a need for grammar upgrades. So he was teaching. I was writing. My husband said when he was on the altar, on mic, he was like, wow. He was thinking I was writing down revelations, the things he was dishing out. I was taking note of the errors, the grammatical errors. As if I knew it would be the winlos someday. So, when he finished, we got to his office. I was about to go back to my city. Like, how was I? I said, wow, you blessed me, but. I said, see, we need to take note of this, that. I said, sweet, there's this better grammar my dad gave me, then do you mind, it will help and all of that. My husband was open. He wasn't intimidated. Let me tell you, the reason why you have refused to grow, you are intimidated with corrections people put at your face, is because you have not told yourself the truth. You have not accepted the truth about your errors. The truth you have accepted can never intimidate you. What the truth you have embraced for yourself and by yourself cannot embarrass you. this. I told him. He said, please, he doesn't mind. He was gradually improving. He's even the one that would tell me, sweet, it was live stream. Did you watch it? How was it? I hope I'm improving. I hope I'm this. Because listen, you don't want to be in marriage and you are no longer in line. And so many people are living in the house, but they are not united. Why? Because of lack of accepting correction.